This is question number 13. We're going to do one of these together, and then the other two will be for you. There are a couple of different ways to do this. One is by hand, the other one is by typing it on Desmos. You can do whatever you prefer. Whenever we have a plain point, remember that we have our x and our y value. When we have a vertex, it's still our x and our y, but they're very special because our vertex can also be called our h and our k when we use the formula. And I don't have the formula here on my slide, but I did provide it for you, I believe, on Schoology. So the formula for vertex form is our y equals a, and you also have access to this electronically on your formula chart. So what we can do is we can go in and we can plug in all of the numbers that we know. So our y value, we're not using this y because it has special names. We need different letters. Our y value is going to be right here, this 3. We don't know what a is. Remember, a is talking about, is it open up like a U, down like an N? Is it very, very skinny, or is it very, very wide, or is it like normal? That's what the a value is talking about. So we're going to have to figure that out. Then we have our x. Our x is 0. Minus is a part of the formula, so we have to bring that straight down. Then we do our h value. Our h value in this case is a 1. If it was going to be a negative, you would have to include a negative. This is a minus sign from the formula. That doesn't count as the negative. That would go with the point. But in this case, it's positive, so we just put that 1. Don't forget your little square. And then plus our k value in this case is 2. Now we're going to work this out. And since I'm just doing this by hand, I'm going to go ahead and just continue working this one all the way through by hand. So I have my 3 right here equals, and I don't know what a is, 0 minus 1 is a negative 1 squared plus 2. A negative 1 squared, negative 1 times negative 1 is a positive 1 plus 2. So I have like this. 3 equals a times 1 plus 2. And then we're going to start to solve. So let me recopy this all nice and pretty so we can see. A times 1 is just a. So I am now going to leave off that parentheses 1 because it's not necessary. How do we get rid of that plus 2? By doing the opposite. And so we have 1 equals a. So this a value right here that I'm looking for would be right here, right in front of the parentheses, because that's where it is in our formula. It's supposed to be a 1. And on some of these there is no 1 because a 1 is not necessary in all time. So it can't be this one and it can't be this one. This is our invisible 1 right here. Again, by hand, we are looking for the formula that has a, just like when I plugged it in, a minus sign right here. And then we have our positive 1 because that was our h value. So this is our minus sign and this is our positive 1. And then our k value is our 2. The answer was C. The other thing that you can do, and this is pretty cool, is just type in the numbers that we have. And let me get onto Desmos so that we can see. There we go. And we can type in the question that we have, the information that we have. We have the point 1, 2, and we also have the point 0, 3. Then we have all these answer choices. So I'm going to type in one that I know is wrong so that we can see what it looks like when it's wrong. And then we're also going to type in one that's right so we can see what it looks like when it is correct. And then we're going to square that plus 2. This is answer choice A. Alright? And I'm going to choose that I want to label these so that they stand out. Does answer choice A have a vertex of 1, 2? Yes, it does. Does it go through the point 0, 3? No, it doesn't. So that's how I know that A is wrong, is because it doesn't make both of those things in our question work. Answer C was our correct answer. So I'm going to type that one in so we can see. We have y equals x minus 1 squared plus 2. All right, now let's go through those same things. It says And I don't know if I can actually put something in there. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can't. I don't know. All right, so this is C, and C is correct. As you can see, it goes through our questions as a vertex of 1, 2. Yes, that's our vertex. And then it says it also goes through the point 0, 3, and it does that also. So that's how we know that that one is correct, because it does both of the things that were given in our question. So you can start by doing this with typing, and you can just type every one of those in and see which one works. You can also check your table. So this is a good time to go back through and show you how you can see the vertex from your table. All right, how do I know that the one that I just clicked on right here is my vertex? Because I start seeing the symmetry around it. The 3 and the 3, the 6 and the 6, the 11 and the 11 in that Y column. So the 2 is right in the middle. That is your vertex point, and that is the point 1, 2. Was the point 0, 3 on that? Well, let's look. 0, 3. Yes. So you could also type in the equations, and you can use the table function to see if it matches the information given in your question. So there's several different ways that you can go about doing this question. You can do it by hand, by Desmos with graphing, or by Desmos with a table. So again, I want to make a little note here. Desmos was with a graph, but also with a table. You are going to choose the way that you like best to finish